Started yet.
There we go.
It's Thursday night. Hope everyone's ready. Another Hammer It Out with Becks and Katie. We were actually just talking about what we were drinking on our Thirsty Thursday. I was telling Becky I have a little summer shandy. It's a little hot, sweaty, as you can tell. And Becky was telling me all about her mug.
Her mug. Rebecca's being very British tonight, and her Thirsty Thursday involves tea out of a teletext mug with the final Upton Park score on it.
Now so, you have to get one.
That is what I'm drinking out of tonight. This is my next range, my new range of mugs. Yes, that's what I'm drinking out of. Yeah, I'm not drinking tonight. I feel like I should start drinking for this.
Nah.
But what's going to happen is I'm going to get all overexcited at 1:05 in the morning, and by the time we're finished, I'm not going to sleep if I start drinking.
See, the problem is now that we haven't had games, I'm having this very deep hole in my heart not going to Stowe's to watch with all of the West Ham Philly fans that I'm going to go for every week.
Yeah, you're having to make up for it now.
I know.
Talking of bars, when do you think you'll be back?
When do I think I'll be back to the bars? So actually here, we just started opening up most of our restaurants as outdoor facilities. So most people are dining outside, but indoors, I'm not quite sure yet. We still have some time, I believe, but for the most part, everything will be outdoors. So I probably should call Stowe because he does have an outdoor beer garden.
It'd be amazing if you could get back for either some of the season.
Yeah, I almost wonder if he can put a big screen out for us and try and see if we can stream the game outside. So I'll probably look into that. That's great thinking, Rebecca.
I occasionally have those thoughts, only sometimes.
Oh, hey, look who showed up.
Who have we got tonight? I can
Everyone's here. Charlie Boy, Neil, Vernon, Wally, the King of Prussia.
The King's in.
Tim. Oh, hi, Tim.
I feel like
a little bit earlier.
He's just come in to keep an eye on us because Tim still doesn't trust us.
I know. He thinks we messed up the banners.
We're ruining everything backstage, pressing every button, everything.
Don't worry, Tim. I added it. Like and subscribe.
I get behind this like and subscribe. Please like, because every time you don't like, one of my dreams die. So if you could, please, everyone in the chat, give this video a like. Thank you.
We love you guys.
We love you all.
All right. So I know you're not here to talk to us or about us. And there's, not that much to talk about other than we'll be back in 2 weeks.
I'm so
exciting.
You know what, right? 2 weeks ago, when this first came about, I wasn't feeling it, right? I just wasn't feeling the excitement. And then now I'm like, next week, football. There's going to be football. And I cannot wait until the 20th of July. June. I just cannot wait. Yeah, I'm a month ahead. I cannot.
The 20th of July either. Maybe we'll actually be going by then.
That may have been a bit of an omen. I hope we do actually play in June now. I've said that out loud. I cannot wait for football to come back. I cannot wait to see us back. I know you're super excited about it. Yes. Yeah. Katie's now in full control backstage, people.
Exactly.
She has got control of this.
Tim didn't show us how to do anything, but Charlie Walsh, since he rigs every game to win, somehow showed us how to work behind the scenes. He's never done it before, but he somehow knows. It's weird.
Charlie's too good. He's too good. He's too good behind the scenes. I think he's been in and done some fiddling before. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
So I know you're super excited about the football to come back, aren't you?
I am so excited. Like I said, I won't be drinking alone on Thursday nights.
But I'm curious, are you still skeptical about it coming back? Or has that kind of gone and you're just like, no, I just want football back?
I'm still skeptical, but like I said, I think we need to get back to a little bit of normalcy. I think for us here, things aren't as overcrowded as they were in the hospital system. So things are slowly getting back to normal. We'll see what happens if we get a second peak. But how's everything going over there for you guys?
So in the UK, is going back to normal, in my opinion, too quickly. Like everything, there's no reason for the football not to come back, because suddenly now the actual advice that was given, if you're a single person, you can now, after I think Saturday, go out and sleep with strangers who weren't in your house. So now you're having one night stands. The football has to come back, you know.
But I thought I saw you could do that, but you had to wear a mask. Quite strange, if you ask me.
I mean, look, I'm not going to judge what anyone likes to get up to in the privacy of their own home. If you want to wear a mask, you can go for it. Would be a bit weird though. Got to admit, someone, you know.
Hey, it's whatever you're into.
Nothing on but a full mask.
Maybe you're into that.
Look, if that was your fetish, you're in for a really good time.
Right. Oh man.
So yes, things have gone
new world.
Exactly, things have gone back to normal. So there was the latest round of testing. Only one person in the Premier League has been has caught it, and they obviously won't. They haven't announced who it is or what team it is. So there's only been one person. So you know, it's not too bad. You know, it started off with about 12. Yeah, Wally, she makes you wear a mask. She doesn't know where you've been. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh wow, got you again.
The king's not going to forgive me for this.
He will. He will.
Also, Charlie B, you know full well it's naughty hour.
Yeah.
That's exactly what this is. So yeah, only one person in this round. So fingers crossed it stays that way. The thing is, I've no problem with it if it's done safely and if they're doing it to within the best of their ability. Then fine, you know, bring football back. Which to be fair, I think they were always going to. Obviously, they've cancelled the lower leagues now, but they're still doing playoffs, so they're still going to be promotion and relegation, but they've cancelled the leagues now. So the Premier League was always going to go ahead for money purposes. I know everyone's been shouting it, but it was always going to go ahead for that reason. To be fair, in a way, it needed to go ahead because that's where the money filters down into the lower leagues.
Did you see that they posted a thing that if you send in a photo, you could be on the fan board?
I don't want to be that person.
I wanted to do it, but I was like, that'd be weird. I'd be the only one in the picture.
Why? Then you should have. I just feel really sorry for the person that has to go through the images, because I've seen some of the images people sent in.
No.
I would not want to be that person. No, you should have sent one in.
I know, I could have. The deadline was this morning. So
it's better than cardboard cutouts. All right. It's not necessarily my cup of tea in terms of having that there, but also it's better than Korean sex dolls. So, yeah, you know what?
I didn't think that was a good idea.
Well, I think the players might have preferred the dolls, but rather than pictures of.
I know. I mean, by the looks of some of our chat buddies.
Oh, they're all
kidding, guys.
They're all beautiful, beautiful people in the chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you should have. I think it's a good idea. It's just not necessarily something I'd do, even though I did send in a picture that probably won't get used. But you know,
maybe I would have upped my opportunity to get married to a Brit.
Do you think they would have zoomed in on you?
Maybe.
Like that, and it would have been like an influx of marriage proposals.
Hey, you know, the first time I came over, I wanted to marry Prince Harry, but Meghan Markle got in the way.
To be fair, you can do better than Harry. I'm gonna put that out there now. And I'm sure actually, if you ask, there's probably a few in the chat that'll probably.
Oh gosh. I have a thing for redheads sometimes, so that was the reasoning behind that. Plus, you also look like Carson Wentz, which is our quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles here. So that was where that kind of fell in.
I mean, all I'm going to say, come on, chat room, it's time to dye your hair red. So you've got the opportunity.
Yeah, all right. All right. So what about that 12-inch fence or, you know,
So are 12-inch fence to keep people out?
Because I was kind of thinking that's like putting a jail in the Eagles Stadium here.
I don't think many people would turn up. Like, I think many people wouldn't turn up to West Ham, and there's people that would say they're happy.
They will.
Absolutely. I think more fans will turn up for the bigger teams. So I'm talking Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Spurs. I think there'd be more, especially Liverpool, because obviously they're coming for the title now. So I think there'll be more Liverpool fans trying. I mean, obviously that's why they're in neutral venues and they're trying to make them quite far away from Liverpool. But I still think people will go to West Ham. I don't know. Do I think a 12-foot fence will keep them out? Not if they're desperate and drunk. But I don't know if that will be a huge problem for us. I think it will be for other teams. I would hope that people wouldn't, just because it's pretty dangerous. It's, you know, we're still in the middle of a pandemic, you know, regardless of what our government says. So I think it would be a huge risk to themselves and other people if they did turn up. But do I think a 6-foot drunk man could try and get over a 12-foot fence? 100%. I think totally. Do I think it will really keep people out? No. But, you know, I understand why they've done it. I understand it's the stadium maintenance company that have done it. But I don't think it would be a huge problem for us. I'd be surprised if a lot of West Ham fans turned up. But do you think they will? Do you think they'll have?
I do. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you haven't told me really what goes on at the boats, but if I can put it together, if I were to be at the boats having a good time with my friends, there's a high likelihood that I would try and climb that fence to see.
I'm not going to reveal what I get up to after 5 Jaeger bombs, but you know, I think if anyone does, they're probably going to specifically do that, which I don't recommend, obviously. Yeah. But I think that I still think it'll be a problem for the bigger teams than West Ham. Yeah, that I just think it'll be a bigger. Would you turn up to a 12-foot fence to see us play QPR? Would you have gone if you were in the UK?
Okay, so here's the thing. Yes and no. I would have gone. Would I have climbed the fence? Probably not. Even though I'd be very tempted to, and I'd have a good friend next to me probably telling me to. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I would not, only for fear of being arrested abroad.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
But if it was in my city, I would.
I'd probably give you a leg up. But, you know, I wouldn't want to But so obviously we have been playing some football. We played QPR yesterday in a friendly in London Stadium. As it was 4-1, pretty secretive match. No real details on it, but apparently the goal scorers were Hilaire, Ayeti, Antonio, and Masuaku.
I'm actually pretty excited about that.
I think, I mean, I not understand it's QPR and it's a friendly, but considering we've not played, you know, there's been an enforced break and we've not played much football. I think it's good. I think it's good we didn't lose. I think it's something for us to hang on to going into this. I'd give him a leg up though. And one for Charlie Walsh here. Hugo appeared. He finally got to walk out with his bubbles.
Oh yeah, I actually wanted to talk about that too.
You know, he didn't score, but he, you know, he got a day out. And when we're helping the needy, that's the most important thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. And just for that pure fact, I have a special premiere for this evening's show. And it
is exciting.
It is for Charlie, Claire, and Hugo. It's all about Jordan Hugo.
I love this. I love this.
Which is funny because I know we all knock on him, but you know, I thought it was great that he was out there. And you know, even better, let me just show you this picture of a real champion right here. Let me see if I can do this. I am not as skilled as Charlie, but I am going to try.
We all believe in you, KTK.
Oh, let's see. Can I do it? I got it. Look at this. Look at the face of a winner.
Look, that is a man that is going for that ball and he wants it. He wants that ball.
Look at that face.
That is, do you know what? On that face alone, we should probably have him back.
Well, they did say that he played well. Moyes was impressed with him. You know, they think that
it is good though that Moyes, you know, has got a good look at him and watch. Obviously, I know he'll keep an eye on him anyway, but seeing him play like that, because obviously West Ham would never play QPR unless we go down. But it's good, and it's good to Gary.
I mean, I couldn't help it, Gary. I saw that face and it was just priceless. I knew this evening was the moment to unveil the Claret and Hugel.
I mean, you can't deny that man wants the ball, and it's probably the face he made when he saw the bubbles. Now, Charlie, I can't confirm bubbles. I hope they did it for him. I cannot confirm bubbles though.
I don't know.
But I hope they got at least one machine out just so he could experience it.
Yeah. Well, you know, if we stay up.
No, Wally, that's the ball. I love you.
Exactly. So, yep. That was grand premiere of the Claret and Hugel this evening.
Which is amazing. And we'll keep it up while we're talking about him.
Yeah.
Also, another help the needy cause, and I see Ray isn't in here, is Wiltshire made an appearance.
I know.
I don't know how long for, but he came out and he played. And as far as I know, he isn't injured.
He is not injured. Yeah.
Which is good news. It's good news for us.
Yeah. I have someone good to look at.
You mean you weren't having a look at George?
Oh, come on. Did you see that face? I'll even say Prince Harry's better than that.
I mean, he looks like a man with determination and you can't knock it.
Oh, it can't knock that. No.
Can't knock that. But yeah, I think it's 4-1's good. I think it's fantastic that Hilaire got a goal. He's our top goal scorer. Ayeti did something, which sounds good because he hasn't done much else.
Yeah.
We signed him. Now I understand it's QPR. I know it's a friendly. It's nothing to get too overexcited about, but it's something, and it's given us something that we've not had in quite a while, which is some football and some results to go on.
Football.
It's given us some football to talk about, even though they've not really given us much apart from some goal scorers and a score. But look, we didn't lose, so fantastic. And it'll be good for confidence. It'll be good for confidence for the team. It'll be good for Wiltshire, who's finally, after months, got out to play and show what he can actually do. Ayeti barely gets seen, so that'll be good for him. Antonio is obviously, I know what you think of Antonio, but at least he got ball to goal, which is good.
We'll actually be surprised as to who I put in my first starting.
Oh, what a tease.
Yeah.
What a tease.
We'll wait until we get there.
Oh, what a tease. Then it will surprise you who I don't have in there.
Whoa. 2020 has really made a change.
2020, the world's gone crazy, and so have we. I can't wait for this. But yeah, I think it's good confidence booster for the team. I know we've got another friendly coming up.
Yep, Saturday. I absolutely agree.
So I think it's good. It's a good confidence boost for the team to show that they're able, and it's good for us. It's good for the fans as well, because obviously a few people, including me, have been quite negative about us starting against Wolves and how it's a difficult game. It's going to be a difficult match. And a lot of people, again, including me, have said that I think we'll lose. So having this, it's something to hang on to. And I think that's important.
Yeah, I think doing all the positives right now is
exactly. And I think, at the end of it, even if we lose on Saturday, it's a friendly. It's a friendly. It's not the end of the world. It's just to get them sort of back into a sort of peak.
I don't know, because I didn't see anything. So I'm hoping. I'm sorry?
Crystal Palace on Saturday.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So
thanks, guys.
it's just good. It's just a good confidence boost for the fans and the team. As I said, it's QPR, it's a championship team, but
you popped in, Tebow.
I hope you're good. I hope you're well. But should we not leave the chat in suspense anymore? And should we go on with our predicted lineups?
Ooh, all right.
For the 20th.
You go first, or am I going first?
You go first, because I think go on. You go first, because I think you've got the juicy stuff.
All right. So this is who I would like to have in my. So I want to play 4-4-2. And the reason I want to play 4-4-2 is you'll see with my midfield, I want to have my 2 wings slide up for attack. Okay. So in the back, I want to have Cresswell, Agbana, Diop, and Fredericks. In the midfield, I want to have Antonio, Declan, Noble, and Souček.
Okay.
And then up top, I want to have Bowen and Allaire.
Okay.
So the idea is that Antonio and Souček will push up and support Bowen and Allaire on the attack. And I think that Antonio has enough of that push to keep things going. And that's why I kept him in. I just think that, he has the more of the history and brings that confidence that I think that
absolutely
some of those younger ones.
Yeah.
So that's why I kept him in. And I knew you would be shocked.
Do you know what? I'm sure I did not think for 5 seconds Antonio would be in your I didn't even think you'd have him on the bench, let alone have him in the starting 11. But I like it, and I like you've not left, similar to me, you've not left
tell this to my teachers. Although I did get an A the other day, an A+ on my paper. So
okay, we all know you're a legend, Katie. You're just showing off. Stop making me look bad. Stop making me look bad.
You have your masters.
I often think
you look bad, Rebecca. You're the one giving me the foot up over the fence.
That's what I'm good for. I'm good for leg ups rather than actual achievements.
I love getting arrested is an achievement.
I mean, it's something. I'd probably get an A for that.
But if I got to meet Cresswell, I'd be happy.
Joe, we all feel like that, Katie. We all feel like that. So I want to know from the chat as well. Give me your starting 11s, people. I want your starting 11s. So I was going to say, I like you've done something similar to me, not quite the same, but you've not isolated Allaire, which I like because I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah.
He cannot be on his own. Thing is, it's not that he's not good. He doesn't thrive on his own. He needs a hand. I just leaving him on his own. I think everyone either calls him lazy, which I don't like anyway, but he's not. He's just lazy. He's lost, not lazy. So basically, he needs help. He doesn't go for it. So mine are. So I've gone obviously Fabianski in goal because there's no other goalkeeper. I've gone Cresswell, Diop, Ogbonna, and Fredericks. Now the thing is with Fredericks is sorry, Wally, I just don't. The thing is, we've got no choice but to go for Cresswell and Fredericks, even though for left back or right back, if I could choose differently, I would, but then I wouldn't choose Masuaku instead of Cresswell. So obviously instead of Fredericks, I would have loved Ngakia, which we'll touch on later, but we don't have him. And I wouldn't put Ben Johnson in that position right now. I think there's a lot riding on this match, and as good as Ben Johnson is, he just hasn't had enough.
Yeah, so he needs more time.
I think he needs more time.
Yeah.
So my midfield is Fornals, Noble, and Rice. And then I've got Anderson, Allaire, and Bowen. So I've gone 4-3-3. Now you've added Souček, which a lot of people will prefer compared to what I've done, which has got Souček on the bench.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have a rant now. I am going to describe why I love Mark Noble and why we should start Mark Noble against Wolves. So people criticize Mark a lot for being slow, but hear me out with this. Okay, so I am biased because I do think Mark Noble is an absolute living legend, and I do love him. But I do think we need him for our first game, and this is why it's key that we need him. It is our first match back after the enforced break. We need someone to lead, and we need someone to guide us, because ultimately it's going to be a weird match anyway. Even if we do friendlies, it's still going to be a weird match on the 20th. There's no fans. It's going to be different in the stadium. And our leader's Mark, and we need him. And yeah, all right, he isn't the fastest. I totally understand. And I know that's why people want Souček to start, because he's got the speed. He's quicker. He's better at passing. I know. First game back, we need our leading force. And he's vital for me for this match. And that's why we should start Mark. Now, I think 3 in the midfield is best. But you've added Souček, so you've got that extra in there. I don't know if Moyes would do that. I could see it being one or the other. But for me, Mark has to start. He has to start against Wolves, even though, as I said, he isn't the fastest. But name me someone else on that pitch that can lead.
No, and I think that he brings a good, steady pace to things. So whereas Antonio, he's pushing, he's aggressive, going after the ball. I think what Noble gives us is that eyesight on the field, where once he gets the ball, he collects it and he can distribute it to the other side of the field in a calm fashion. And I think that he calms us down at times where we get a little out of control. So I agree with you. I definitely think we need him in the midfield. I definitely think that he'd be the best distributor, because when you have someone like Bowen up top that's going to go, guns a-blazing once he gets the ball, I think we're fine. That's why we need that calm distributor in the center.
Yeah.
So
I agree with Kieran. Anderson, he is a must because of Wolves. They're fast, they're skillful, they're better than us, and Anderson, he has the skill. Now the only problem is, and I put Anderson in, can he? When he does it good, he does it amazingly, but he often he is fairly inconsistent. Jazz, you're right. Antonio can't finish apart from.
I could kiss him. You know it. I could kiss him.
Like, you're preaching to the converted with that sentence.
Exactly. I already know. Rebecca, that. Keep telling her.
He can, just sometimes misses. There we go. I regret saying that out loud. All right, he can't finish. He can't, all right? But, he can. He just doesn't do it often or that well. But he's strength. He offers pace. He offers a bit of brute force.
That's why we're keeping him in.
Exactly. And that's what we need. I'm seeing a few.
Whoa.
Yes. So a 3-5-2.
That's an interesting concept.
Yeah, I know, Fo. He offers absolutely nothing else apart from physicality and pace. But it's something. It's something. That's an interesting lineup, T-Bar, I must say.
Yeah, I don't know that I would be doing a 5 in the midfield.
That's a big midfield. Starting Wilshere as well. So I mean, for me, Wilshere's a bet. He should be on the bench. He's a sub. Even actually, I mean, Antonio. The reason I didn't start Antonio is because he's my impact sub. So I would like.
And that was another idea I had too.
I would like to bring Antonio on as an impact sub rather than starting him. And obviously, you can take Noble off, replace him with Souček. Noble shouldn't be playing 90 minutes anyway, because the poor man. Let him rest. Carry on, go for it.
Oh, no, I was going to say someone I wanted to sub, though, is I wanted to have Silva come in as a substitute. So he apparently played well in the friendly, of course. Yeah, we know it's a friendly, but he's someone that I would like to also have out there to get us goals. So just something in the back pocket. I don't know when we'll start to formally play him, but
I think, although I've read some really good things, I just don't know if Wolves is the match. I think maybe, listen, I could easily be playing this too safe, and by saying we should only we should play our safe players, like Cresswell's our safe player, Fredericks is our safe player. I think until we get into a rhythm, now every team is needing to be getting into a rhythm, because most teams are in the same position. But actually, they're all in the same position. They're all starting. They're all restarting. So we're going to have to get a rhythm back. And I just think till West Ham get their rhythm back, now we need to hit the ground running when we play Wolves, because I feel like it's going to set the scene for the rest of our season. If we are lackluster and slow, I think it will affect us. So we really need to go, and I think we need a strong, steady 11 to get us going. So I would be skeptical of maybe starting players like Silva. Like I said with Ben Johnson, it's just, I don't know, it's not something I would like to see in that match.
Sure. Yeah, no, I get that. But I think right now, like you said, with, even though they're friendlies, getting these wins, having time off for people to heal, and, everybody has had time to train, get back to it. I think that we're going to come out strong. I do. And I know that we're kind of riding that wave of, yeah, well, we're West Ham, we should be losing against the Wolves, right? Because that's how we are.
Yeah.
I truly believe in that thinking as well. But I just think that with the time we've had to rest and recuperate and coming off of a friendly, let's do it. Let's crush them. We're going to go into this weekend. We're going to have another good game. Everyone's going to play well together.
I'll Jazz, I'll get to your 11. I like that. But just what Vernon's saying about if Wiltshire's fit and ready, it's true. He will be no less match fit than anyone else. That's why I would like to see him on the bench, because right now he's at his healthiest, because he's had the rest and he's healed and he's back out playing. All I hope is he just doesn't get injured in friendlies, because that would be.
Yeah, they said whatever. It's gotten better. So
I think he should be on the bench for Wolves, because I think he would be a fantastic part of our midfield. And obviously with the 5 subs rule now,
right,
we can definitely get people on, which will be good.
And
so
I think we should take advantage of that, because
definitely
with next season being so long, we need to have the legs. Mm-hmm. So we need to extend the life of every person out there. Now, I get it. We don't want to put it at the risk of relegation.
Yeah.
So,
I think we'll benefit from the 5 subs. I think we'll really benefit from the 5 subs, especially for players like Jack. Yarmolenko, because obviously he's healthy now. Players that were prone to injury. I mean, even Mark Noble taking Cook, because obviously, he said himself, let's not rely on him so much at his age. We shouldn't be putting all our eggs into the Mark Noble basket. But with that 5, it means that we can put players on, we can rest players. So it's not such, because obviously it's like you said, it's going to be difficult with next season starting so soon after the finish of this one, that we need to let's not go into next season with half of our squad broken, which is what usually happens. So what have we got? We've got Fabianski, Cresswell, Diop, Wonga, Johnson. Okay, so Jazz has gone for Johnson.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, he's also mobile, which doesn't surprise me. I do
like the 1-1 up top.
Do you? I'm not. For me, wouldn't be. I don't know. Wouldn't be.
It's going to depend on what system Wolves will play too.
Yes, that obviously.
The 1-1 would be good for a split. So we'll see what they come out with. what they're planning on doing. But yeah, I do like that the 1-1 up top.
So we've got obviously Jazz says Fornals has won him over. 100% Fornals needs to play. 100% Fornals needs to play. I think he's going to be. I'll come to this after as well, but I think Fornals is going to be pretty good for us for the remainder of the season. Vernon's done a 4-2-3-1. I just don't like leaving Hilaire isolated.
I'm looking for. Okay, there it is.
Just because he hasn't done well when he's been isolated like that, and I just don't think.
Yeah, I think he needs support.
Yeah, I think he, as I said earlier, he thrives on support. So I think Hilaire needs support. I think that's where we've seen our problems with him, because he hasn't had that backup that he needs. But yeah, Thibaut 100%. Hilaire's not a solo act. He just never has been. He needs someone there to back. What we got? We've got foes like
salute.
I have no idea.
All right, KOP. Which, by the way, I am upset. Everyone has a nickname. Like Rebecca, you're posh Rebecca.
Yeah, but that's not what I want.
I know, but like Wally's the king of Prussia, and now John Nolan is the.
Oh yeah, no, hang on, isn't John Nolan Prime Minister? Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone gets these cool names.
John Nolan for PM. All right, okay, chat. This is your challenge for tonight. Give Katie K a nickname.
It was supposed to be Prince Harry's wife, but that didn't work out.
I mean, I'm sorry, Meghan came and stole it from me.
You're right.
From the British, I can only apologise. You never asked for that, but you've got it.
I actually was putting you right in the slot with Moyes. I said that you could be right there on his side, coaching with him. I don't know. You have to go back a couple episodes, but I said that you'd be right there with him.
I'd rather I'm John Nolan for PM. Come back, John. Move back to the UK, Prime Minister. We all need you. Okay, like that's my plea from the Brits. Please come back.
Yeah, I would love that, but he's married. Wah, wah.
I mean, to be fair, Fo called me Mrs. Noble. I have no idea why.
Oh, really? When he scores, he salutes? I had no idea. I'm too busy taking hammer shots at that point, Wally. Come on.
To be fair, that's what Wally should be doing too.
2 shots?
He should be taking shots, yeah.
Oh, I'm the Duchess of Philly. Done.
Oh, I like. See, like now I'm not gonna lie, slightly jealous. Like posh don't even cut it anymore. Now she's the Duchess of Philly.
Yeah, but Rebecca being posh is like so. I don't know. I love it. It's almost like Victoria posh. Like it's no one.
I think Kieran did call me like the posh spice of AHTV.
Tebow, I love it. I love it. I love the word chum. It just makes me laugh.
So hang on, I saw Jazz was telling me to hang on about business and hello and business isolated. Anyway, and change support him. Okay,
John, you know everything from your couch today because we're still not open. Nothing's open.
Like Jazz, I'm super aware of Antonio's finishing, as in that he can't. Like I do understand, which is why for me he's an impact sub rather than a starter. Charlie's also posh. Pass it on. Like,
I don't know if Philly can be classy, but
the Duchess of Philly is so good. Like,
yeah, that's funny.
With like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, I'm all about that. Like, it sounds so good. Posh Rebecca just don't cut it anymore.
It's funny. I started writing a song, and I stopped it, and maybe I should finish it.
Oh my God, she writes songs as well.
I had no idea you knew what Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is.
This is outrageous. Yeah, of course I do.
In Philadelphia, born and raised on the soccer field where I played most of my days.
She's so good.
Like relaxing, all cool, and some kind of Green Street hooligans.
This woman,
after school.
this woman I host a show with is outstanding. She's
crazy.
too good for me. Far too good for me. Yeah, I love Fresh Prince.
Oh, I'll have to do it then.
I watched Fresh Prince.
It off.
I was like, since I was a kid. Yeah, I love Fresh Prince. Yes, very funny, Charlie. Actually, it's 3. If you're gonna, if you could do it properly. But yeah, love.
I don't know what that is, but
Becky to gas. He's referring to abodes that I may live in.
Oh. Well, you know what, Charlie? I just need to know when I need to back up Rebecca. So I'm backing up Rebecca. I don't like it.
This is this kind of female power we need. I get crap in the chat. I've got Katie K to back me up. I've got the Duchess of Philly to back me up. I could not ask for anything more than that. Yes, thank you, Neil.
The man has spoken. Wait.
I have nothing to say on that, unfortunately, because my surname does have a hyphen. I can't even lie.
That's great.
But it just doesn't mean all right. It doesn't mean you're posh. It just means I couldn't choose a name.
I love it.
That's fine. Jazz, thank you very much. Neil from Down Under has 4 words in his name. And you could hyphenate that.
Well, it's not fair. Not everyone can be from Down Under. Okay, Neil?
Yeah, exactly.
But how cool would it be Katie from Down Under?
I don't want to say Rebecca from Down Under because it just sounds a bit weird.
Yeah, it does. But still.
I love how I will answer this question. I promise I'll go back to football. But Kieran just said, "Are you in your country residence, Rebecca?" I'm not in the one
world.
I am. I'm a jet setter. People. I'm currently not in the country that I was born in. I'm in another one because I'm stuck here. Apart from that, it's fine. So Katie's got a nickname. We know Katie can write songs now. That's entertaining.
Poor songs, but
no. Tebow's going to write us a song.
Yeah, Tebow.
Right tonight, just peaking.
See, even he says, "Stop it! I'll write you a song." Stop singing.
No, you're an amazing. That's why we've got to get you over to football so we can get you doing some chants.
I would love that.
We've got it. That's why we've got to get you over.
So I can sing Claire blew on me. That's all I know. Claire blew on me.
Listen, that's enough. That is enough.
I know, because that's all you can.
Fo, can we stop talking about where I currently am? Thank you very much. And Fo,
my summer home too. I'm sweating to death in here.
It's freezing here. It's not. You can't call it a summer home if it's raining out. So, have we got any more? Neil, that's not funny. Have we got any more starting 11s? Because I think we're all kind of pretty much on. We're kind of on the same page. There's no kind of wacky sort of bringing anyone on. I think it's definitely.
How do you know that, Neil? That's so funny.
I mean, you say, how does he know? As if I'm actually in Balmoral, which I'm not.
Oh, is that how you say that? Never mind.
Balmoral, yeah. So yeah, I think we're all kind of on the same page, aren't we? Really, with the starting 11s.
Yeah, I think everybody,
wacky. The only thing that I would call maybe slightly wacky is maybe starting Johnson. I that wouldn't be my preference for it, just because I think it's a bit of a risk. Hey, maybe Moyes wants to start taking risks. And that was
going to be my next thing. We're all so we're all on the same page, right? But is Moyes going to be on the same page? I think he's doing a pretty decent job, but
this is the problem, right? Because he doesn't like
chances right now.
He doesn't like making subs until sort of the 86th minute,
and he needs to, because now we have 5.
We've got the 5 exactly. So he needs to be not leaving it until nearly 90 minutes to make subs, because we can genuinely make an impact with our subs. So I hope he is on that page. But do I think he will? What my hope is he'll look at our last couple of fixtures before football was suspended, and he'll look at them and go, no, they worked, and they were working. You know, they were better. They weren't perfect, but they were better. The lineups were better. So I hope he looks at them, he looks back at them, and he decides. But obviously, he's got some big decisions to make now, because he's got a lot of team to pick from, because we've not had a full team, I think, since Pellegrini. We've not had a full healthy team since Pellegrini. So this is the first time Moyes has had the pick of everyone that was then injured.
Sure, and he's had to rebuild, you know.
Absolutely. And
he's got traded from when he was there, and so he's learning new players and trying to put the pieces back together. So
absolutely, he's got some big decisions to make, and I just hope he makes them carefully, because he has a style of football
while still having enough confidence in front of the players, because his confidence is going to be the key.
Totally. Now, talking of Moyes, he's been speaking about Ngakia not playing.
Yeah. I need to get a drink on this one. Hold on. I don't want to talk about Ngakia.
With me again. Can I just say how good Curry Hour was with Charlie and Jazz? Can we give them all a round of applause?
I'm upset about Ngakia.
The most fantastic thing, and I hope Charlie and Jazz do that again, because it was fantastic.
It's not a regular show.
Do you know what? It's up. Tim wants it to be. It's up to Jazz and Charlie whether they want to come back and do it. I think they should.
Sorry, not knowing, because I've been off the radar, and I apologize, gentlemen. But I will be watching Curry Hour on reruns.
You have been a busy woman. You've got a lot going on. That's fine.
I've been running the city of Philadelphia.
We sat there and laughed for an hour because Jazz was showing us around his West Ham man cave. It was wonderful.
Oh, I see that.
Yeah. Only 40% completed though, but that 40% was wonderful.
Someday when I have a big house, I'll get myself the Babe Cave, and it'll be all West Ham, you know.
Oh, Babe Cave. I love that. I love that.
Exactly.
When I'm back in London, the videos will be coming from my Babe Cave. So you'll get to see my Babe Cave. I really, wish I hadn't said that out loud. But anyway, back to Moyes. I just wanted to compliment them on Curry Hour.
Oh, Barbara coming in hot.
Do you know, Barbara makes a good point.
I like it.
Barbara makes a good point.
I don't know where she came from, but I love her.
Do you know what? There's many of us. I think quite a lot of the chat wouldn't want to see Masuaku ever play again for West Ham. However, Masuaku will play for West Ham if we don't invest in the next transfer window, because we'll need to rely on him. But having a rant about Moyes, what do you think about what he said? So he said that he's not happy that Ngakia is gone, and he sees it as a kick in the teeth for West Ham. I don't think coming out with stuff like that particularly helps.
Okay, but you have to also remember, I don't think it helps, but you have to remember too, the system that they're trying to have players grow up in.
Yeah.
And where they come from, I think is really important. And I just don't think he's ready to leave. I understand he wants more money and he deserves it. I don't know. I think he's not going to get it at this point in time. That's why I'm just like, if he wants to go, let him go. There's no point in holding him back.
So I suppose where I'm coming at it from is, why does he want to go? Why does someone who's come through the West Ham Academy of football reaching a point and going, no, I just don't want to play for this team anymore, when his aim going through the academy really is to come in to the first team? So I really want to know what it is that, and obviously it's a bit one-sided with Moyes giving that little piece in an interview, because once again, we won't hear from Ngakia. It's a bit of a one-sided piece for the board, to be honest, because we'll never know what really happened. The board leaks what it wants. Moyes can only say what the board really wants him to say, let's be honest. So I don't think it's great. I'm just curious to why he wants to go, what it is about being there that makes him want to go instead of stay. Like, I don't think he's gone anywhere else. Like, has he had interest? possibly. He's a good player. Like, to be honest, I think it's a huge issue that we've let him go, to be honest. I think it's a silly mistake, and I think we'll regret it later on, especially when we have no money to spend in the next transfer window, and we just could have had a self-made player, and now we're going to have to buy. So I think it's my issue is why is he going? What is it that's making him go? Is it money? Is it how they're treated? Is it money. Yeah, is it just money? That's my thing. Is it just money? I don't think it's just money.
But what more could it be?
I mean, it could be support. It could be, I suppose it could be a lack of game time. Maybe he wanted maybe a certainty that he would get minutes in the first team. And of course, Moyes can't promise him that. Now, to be fair, I think Ngakia could have just walked straight into the first team. But I don't know. There's got to be something within the academy that there's a reason. I don't think it helps with the club leaking parts of his contract like they did early on. I don't think it's not great. It isn't great.
Trying to pin him.
Yeah, it's a form of manipulation, and it's bad. I can understand why, and I think that's my concern is more players, because I know there's academy players that have lengthened, they've extended their contract. But will we see this again? Can we retain? Obviously, we've done it with Deck, but can we retain our academy players? Or is this going to be a running theme? They ask for more money and we basically leave it. And
I like what that says here, because it's like, you know, we give him the extra money and then he rests maybe a little bit. He's getting paid those funds, but those are funds we need for other key positions.
See, I understand that, but we also need Ngakia because he is one of our key positions. So that's what I struggle with, is now that we'll probably have to sell someone, maybe more than one, most likely, to buy. And I think why, when we had a self-made player for us, I won't understand that. But GSB obviously have their reasons for what they do, and obviously he didn't want to stay. So at the end of it, it's 100% our loss. Do I think Moyes should have said what he said? Like, it's a kick in the teeth. It's a bit, well, you know, he's young. There was obviously a reason. I just think it's it's just one-sided. I think it's just a bit of too much of manipulation for me.
This would be the best way to do it, but they're not going to do it. So putting a progression structure in place for those that are coming up through the academy, I think that that's an excellent idea. But we won't see that happen.
That's an excellent idea, on par with let's get some scouts. You know,
scouts.
I know that's part of the problem, is that the back.
You need to be scout.
The sort of the back room, the inner workings of West Ham is broken, because there isn't the stuff in place that we need, and it goes all the way at the academy and all the way through to the first team. There is so much wrong, and there's so much missing, and that is part of the problem. But it's true, and Fo makes a really good point. We'd save 10-15 million to replace Ngakia. Now we have to pay out. We have to find someone when we actually had someone that we knew could play. So I don't get it. I'm not a fan. Some people have been like, never mind, he's gone, doesn't matter. But I know it's ridiculous. It's shocking. Yeah,
I know.
And for me, it's such a shame.
Well, it's like you said, there's other reasons, and we just unfortunately don't know.
Totally, but I'm definitely in the camp of we'll regret it. We will regret it.
We'll regret it.
We'll regret it. And I just think there could be more done. But I'm going to do another smooth transition.
Rebecca's good at these transitions now.
I'm getting ready for my smooth transition. Talking of players that have gone, what about players that might go? So our transfer window is going to open maybe about the 27th of July. And I have a list here of players that have been predicted to go. So, Katie, from you, I want to know, who do you want to go out of the list I'm going to read to you? Okay. So we've got Anderson, we've got Balbrena, we've got Ayeti, Lanzini, Masuaku, Wilshere, Fredericks, and Yarmolenko.
All right.
And chat, this is open to you as well.
Yarmo.
No, you want Yarmo to go.
Yarmolenko. Yep. I think it's time. Let's see. Who else that you said? I think Masuaku. I have not been impressed with him. I believe Barbara said something about him getting beat all on the left side every single time. Absolutely agree.
100%. He's shocking.
I can't tell you how many times I've screamed in Wally's ear that it's extremely disappointing. Let me tell you a secret about soccer, okay? A player can't go anywhere without the ball. They can move their feet every which direction. The ball is going to stay in the same place. If you watch the ball, you can easily tackle it and win. And that's the basics of soccer. And he can't even do that. He's getting beat every single time down the left. So I am more than happy to get rid of him.
100%. I'm really with you there. He's shocking. That's why when I say Cresswell is our safest bet, it's just because he is the safest one with the ball on the left. Like Cresswell is our only sort of, our only hope. What's your thought on Fredericks?
So I do like him, and I put him in my starting. And against the Wolves. And
to be fair, he's all we've really got. Like otherwise, we've got we've got Albert, who is going to
also feel like he's also kind of the player that, depending on what's going on around him, he kind of mimics that. So I think if everyone else can step up their game and play really well, I think he's one of those players that just adapts to that. He plays really well with other good players. So I think that he will be okay.
I find Fredericks a bit, I will say lost, actually. I do actually find him, he's fast, but often he can just be standing around looking as if he hasn't got the faintest what's going on. Like, he just doesn't get involved in play.
Sorry, wow.
He doesn't get involved in play. Like, as I said, he's fast when he's got the ball, speedy, but he just doesn't often contribute enough. Frederick doesn't contribute enough. But then again, now we don't have Ngakia. Well, we've got Ben Johnson, we've got Zabaleta. Zabaleta's, I think, extending his Kieran, what I told you, it's not big, it's not clever to bring back Roberto. I warned you.
Hold on, let me do Roberto.
Like, it's not big.
5'5", and I could be a better goalie than him.
I just think that.
Wait, you just winced at me, Rebecca.
No, I think that that's why we would benefit from Ngakia saying it's too late. That boat's long gone. I know, but I just think it leaves us open. I think so. Would I get rid of Fredericks though? Would I sell him? Probably. I probably would. We need a better right back.
That doesn't surprise me that you would say that.
We just do. As for Yarmolenko, yeah, he's the highest paid player.
I think we get money for him, and I think we need to before time runs out.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely time is running out for him to get, and I don't think we'll get a great deal for him anyway. Always Kieran, always being told, "Oh, you're very naughty." A Yeti, I'd get rid. I mean, we don't see him.
Yeah, see, I'm kind of like 50-50 on him.
Are you of the opinion maybe keep him because we haven't seen him and you would like to see him?
Yeah, I think that he still has potential. That's the only reason why I'm thinking that. I know you don't like that.
He's a bit of a waste. We haven't seen enough from him, and I can't see him getting a ton of time now, especially with the team we have back now. This is the problem. He's good if everyone gets injured again, but we're not in that position at the moment.
The good news is we still have time.
That's true. So I'll go through these quickly. Anderson, I'd like to keep for a little bit longer. Personally, I'd like to see him a bit more. Lanzini can probably go.
Yeah, I'm ready for Lanzini to go.
Can probably go. I think Lanzini's he's had his time. He just doesn't. Yeah. I'm 50-50 on him.
Yeah.
Really 50-50 on him. We probably do need to get better. That's the problem. We probably do. I mean, the thing is, Gary has a point.
It's back.
Gary has a point. We will have a team because we're going to have to buy, Gary. We're going to have to buy. We're going to have to get rid, but we're going to have to bring in. We can't get rid and then not, because we'll literally won't have a team. But players like Lanzini, it's just money that he's obviously, it's got to him. His injury has got to him. Huge effect in his play. It's affecting his play. You know, Moyes has gave him chance after chance. God, he gave him more chances. He kept starting Lanzini instead of Fornals. So he's given him chance after chance, and he's still not been that good. So I think it's probably time. Wilshere, don't worry, he'll be injured. We'll have to sell him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I think that's, around about. I think, to be fair, most of them have to go. Apart from Anderson, because Anderson's my last chance saloon player.
You got rid of everybody. I'm kidding.
Apologies. Apart from Anderson, you can stay. Okay, we're at an hour.
All the players out.
Get out. Don't want to see you. We're at an hour, but I've got one more question for the chat. And you, Katie, obviously. What player do you think is going to thrive the most when we come back and complete our season?
That's a good one.
So I had to think on this. When I wrote this question, I thought it was quite easy, but then actually I had to sit back and think, hang on.
It's so tough because I really have a lot. I really think that we have a lot of opportunities, especially with Souček and Bowen, if they continue to play, and what's going to happen with Hilaire, like if Bowen and Hilaire are up top. Yeah, I don't know. As much as I want to say Bowen, I think I'm going to go with Hilaire. I really think he's going to shine.
See, I'm going to go Bowen because I think Bowen he's got so much in him. Bowen has fire. But I see that fire.
True.
Fire before he got on that pitch to score.
I know.
He just wanted to bang those goals in. That was his aim, and he was going to do it. This
is what I think. I think he's going to be more. He's going to be more serving, and that's why I'm going to put Hilaire ahead of him. So I think maybe I should change my answer. Hilaire will be scoring more of the goals, but
because of
Bowen. Yeah, you're right.
I'm Bowen. I am so excited to see it. Jazz is right. Here's the spark. He is that player that's going to light our team back up. Because let's be honest, as we've been lackluster. Do you know what? Often we haven't looked motivated. And when I spoke to people who aren't West Ham fans, that's mostly what they say. We just seem like a hugely unmotivated team. There's no passion. And it's Bowen. For me, it's just Bowen. He is going to come in. He's going to come in. And he's going to show the team what the rest of them want. He is just goal after goal, and I think he's totally capable of it. John and his unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I don't like it.
All right, hang on. I'm going to look at this.
Put it in your pocket and keep it where it belongs on the couch.
I mean, the thing is, for me, Antonio always gives it. Like, for me, Antonio always thrives because Antonio is just power and he always puts 100% into it. He just does. I've never seen Antonio come on unless he's been injured, not give it and not go for it full blast. He does. Hang on, Charlie Walsh has got another unpopular opinion.
I saw that.
Charlie,
what's that about? I mean, I can't disagree in a sense because Yeah, Bowen's going to be serving them up to Hilaire. And of course,
I think
you're going to make Bowen look great when you're scoring.
I don't know if I can disagree with that, actually. I think no, I do disagree with it. Sorry, Charlie. I tried. I gave it a good go. But I couldn't. Bowen's just that little powerhouse. Actually, he's quite a big powerhouse. But he, yeah, just for me, Bowen, he's going to come in and he's going to smash the rest of the season. And you know what? He's going to smash next season for us as well. I'm just so excited. I can't remember the last time I was so excited to see a player. And Bowen is that player for me.
It's the energy, for sure.
Yeah. Because the only thing I hope he's not too selfish with it, because he has this urge to score.
I don't think so. There were times in the past 2 games that I saw that he had opportunities to shoot and he passed it off.
Okay.
So I truly think that we're not going to see that. I think he is going to pass it off more than we need him to. So we'll see what happens.
Absolutely. Just before we go, Jazz is saying he would sell Antonio. Ooh. I wouldn't.
Yeah. You know my opinion on that.
I don't know what you think. I know what the Duchess of Philly thinks about Antonio. I don't know.
Rebecca.
Just got me. No. I think that we can't sell Antonio because we still need him. He's a player that we still need. He's a player that we still need. There's still a part.
I don't know if he's necessarily what we need, but it's what we have, and we need to do what's best with what we have at this point.
That's the most diplomatic answer I've ever heard in my life.
It's true, and it's true.
I tell you what, I do disagree. I think we still.
You called me a genius at the beginning of this chat. You can't take it back now.
You're a genius. You're just wrong at this point.
Well, there is one thing we can all agree on. Coming back.
And I'm just going to double check the dates. Yeah, when you next see us here on AHTV, football will be back. West Ham would have played.
I'm salivating right now.
I'm so excited.
We're actually going to have good things to talk about.
Hopefully.
Besides making fun of Rebecca.
I mean, don't worry, everyone will still do this. But you can make fun of me whilst I'm talking about the football. It'd be great fun.
It would be. It would be.
Fun. So yeah, the next time you'll see us, we would have been beaten by Wolves.
It'll be like old times.
We'll all be sad. It'll be great. We'll all be sad together. That's what this is all about.
It is.
So everyone, please, before we go, like and subscribe, because as I said, every time you don't like, my hopes and dreams die. So please, thank you. Everything helps.
Soccer fairy loses its wings when you don't like and subscribe.
Don't make me sad.
And we can't have that because we need all the soccer fairies in our corner.
We do. So like and subscribe, go buy some merch, go and annoy Tim.
Couch.
Absolutely, go and annoy Tim and Lee on Twitter. Go follow American Hammers Network. Go and annoy them. They love it.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, it was great to see you. Like Rebecca said, next time we'll be much happier after that win against the Wolves.
I love how I'm the pessimistic and she's the optimistic. I love it.
I don't know how.
I love it. Everyone take care and look after yourselves. And that just leaves us to say, come on, you Irons.
Come on, you Irons. Bye, guys. Have a good night.